Hello everyone, and welcome back to the African Diaspora News channel. I'm Ray. So there is a story about black activists who have been recently arrested for taking a statue out of a Dutch museum. One of them is known as Mazulu Diabanza. He is Congolese, and he said he walked into this museum in the Netherlands and took out a statue and said it's time to reclaim our things that were stolen during the colonial times. They looted us, they stole from us, but let me read for you the full article. From ABC News, it reads, Black activists take Congolese statue from Dutch museum. In an action streamed live on Facebook, a group of activists took a Congolese funeral statue from a Dutch museum, saying they were recovering art looted during the colonial era. The activists were quickly arrested and the statue returned undamaged, the museum said on Friday. The African Museum said in a statement that the statue was removed Thursday from the museum located in Bergendal near the eastern Dutch city of Nijmegen. One of the black rights activists, Mazulu Diabanza, said in a post on Facebook that the removal of the statue was part of the recovery of artworks that were all acquired by looting, robbery, violence in the colonial times. The incident came amid continuing anger at the symbols of colonialism and slavery in the United States and Europe after George Floyd's death while in police custody led to global protests against racial injustice. The statue action in the Netherlands came the day that the prosecutors in the neighboring Belgium said that a tooth presumed to be from Congolese independence hero Patrice Lumumba would soon be handed back to his relatives after years of lobbying efforts. In June, 5 protesters, including Congo-born Diabanza Mwazulu, were stopped before they could leave the Kwai Branly Museum in Paris with a 19th century African funeral pole and placed under investigation by French prosecutors. The Dutch museum said that to avoid a conflict that could have caused damage to the statue, its security officers did not prevent activists from leaving the building with the artifact as they knew police were nearby. The Facebook live stream ended with police handcuffing one of the activists on a road near the museum. Diabanza did not immediately respond to a message seeking comment that was left on his cell phone voicemail that Friday. The African Museum is part of a group of Dutch museums that last year published a set of principles for handling claims on cultural objects of their collection. In their collection, a spokesperson for the museum could not immediately be reached for a comment. This is a very interesting story, and I think it's what needs to be done. All that was stolen from Africa should simply be returned to Africa, because this stuff is not theirs, so I don't even know why they're trying to hold on it. Recently, a court in Belgium ruled that the tooth of Patrice Lumumba was DRC Congo's first prime minister. He was assassinated when he was still young, and his body was dissolved in acid. That's how they killed him, so that there wouldn't be a memorial site for him, so that people wouldn't have a place to go to and pay tribute to him, you know. So the only thing that was remaining is a tooth that a certain police person, a certain soldier at the time, took out of his body before he was dissolved in acid. So after years of lobbying, his daughter, called Juliana Lumumba, they finally, I would say, maybe won a case, and the court in Belgium ruled that this tooth should be returned to the family, and I believe it should be taken to Congo and put in the museum or put somewhere where people can always go back and pay respect to him. So this same black activist from Congo called Diabanza is the one who went to a museum in Paris in June of still this year, and also tried to take out a funeral pole from Congo that was taken during the 19th century. So the message being passed on is that I love the fact that Africans are waking up, is that yes, you did this to us, but they stole so much from us. So these art pieces, they just should return these things. Like, it's, yeah, for me, it's so obvious, you know, it's not theirs. They stole from us, so it shouldn't even be a debate, you know. This museum in Dutch in the Netherlands said it had released a set of rules of if people want to reclaim culture things, you know, but this stuff should just be handed back, you know, to the countries, you know, where they took it from, you know. It's not theirs, so it should just be handed back. So why would they place it in their museums? You know, like, are they proud of it? Are they proud of the colonial days? I'm sure those countries are proud of them, of those days, secretly. Of course, they would never come in public to say we are proud of those days, but I'm sure they're proud of those days, of what they did to us and how much they stole from us and how much advantage they took of us. But I think it's time that we get what belongs to us. And I believe Africa is waking up. Our eyes are open. This won't be happening anymore. Sometimes our leaders are putting us down and still betraying us, but I definitely believe the future is brighter, it's better. So all these things, they should be returned to Africa, should be returned to their respective countries. And share your thoughts in the comment section, what you think of these activists trying to put out a message. Of course, they were arrested and taken into police custody. The arresting is just like, why even arresting them? You know, why would you arrest them? Really doesn't make sense. They're trying to show you this is our thing. We need it back home. It shouldn't be here. You guys stole from us, but you should return what belongs to us. That is the leastest, you know, they can do. So I don't even think they should be arrested. You know, they should just be let to be free. This can be discussed, you know, I believe, between the governments and say, you know what, return what belongs to us. As simple as that, you know, and just let us be. Africa is self-sufficient. Africa doesn't need white people or Chinese people or anyone. We are self-sufficient because it's a blessed continent. God has given us everything that we need as African people to live and to survive and to thrive. So, like, we are good, you know. So I love this story. I love the message that these activists are putting out there of, you know what, return our things back home. We need them. Thank you so much for watching. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Check out my YouTube page called Hot Stories UG, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Blvd, and see you on the next story. Bye.